So skateboarding starts in about 1950 when the surfers in California and Hawaii wanted to bring the feeling of riding the waves to the land. And so they used short surfboards with wheels without bearings to start hitting the roads and riding around on the asphalt. In 1950, roller derby made the first official skateboard, and in the 60s, as skateboarding became more popular, it switched from the toy industry to the sports industry, and it got more competitive, which made it become a sport. Skate parks began building in the 70s. I personally started skating my junior year of high school when COVID cut my high school soccer season short, and my friends and I started longboarding around the neighborhood for transportation and enjoyment, and then we started longboarding at the skate park and pump track, which was next to the skate park, and we saw the people there, and some other of our friends started riding actual skateboards, and so we started to do the same. We all bought boards. Skateboarding strengthens my social life, benefits my mental and physical health. It introduced me to new hobbies and interests, and is cheap and enjoyable transportation. It strengthened my social life by strengthening my pre-existing friend group. I spent more time with my best friends, and we played games such as skate, which is like horse and basketball except skate tricks. We pushed each other to try new things and congratulated each other when we did and when we hit tricks. And we collaborated on projects such as edits and photography. I also met new people of all different cultures, backgrounds, age groups, and skateboarding at the local parks helps me to get along with different types of people and understand different perspectives and sympathize with those who had less fortunate backgrounds and upbringings. This helped me expand my friend group, and in a short period of time, I went from having a skate group chat of me and my best friends, to a skate group chat of over 30 people. This also influenced my social media content. It influenced the feed that I saw and the content that I posted. Having a stronger social life is not only good for social media content and friendships, but it also can boost your mental and physical health. Skateboarding helps keep you healthy. Mentally, it really releases feel-good chemicals such as dopamine and endorphins, and this can improve your mood and relieve stress. An example of this is if you're trying to hit a trick for a while, and once you finally hit it, the instant gratification gives you feelings of euphoria. Skateboarding can also shift your focus away from anxieties and negative thought patterns, which can improve self-esteem and self-efficacy. Connecting with other skaters and building friendships based on a shared passion can also improve your mental health, can give you a sense of community, can give you a sense of identity, and simple things such as riding around on a sunny day, listening to music, or bombing, riding a hill, and not dying can make you feel free and just enjoy and love your life. Skateboarding also helps with patience. I feel like patience is part of your mental health because it can help you professionally and personally, and skating helps this by working towards tricks, because falling and failing over and over again test your patience and makes you work hard to succeed, and also realizing when it's time to pause and maybe take a break, take a breather, and clear up your mental before trying something is a great example for real life situations. Skateboarding can also help with your physical health. It's a full body workout. It's especially good for cardio, but it can also help your core. It can help your legs, especially. And some studies say that pushing around on flat ground burns between 8 and 12 calories a minute. And when hitting tricks, especially pop tricks, you're using a lot of energy in a short amount of time, which can increase your heart rate and help with cardio. It also helps with coordination, reflexes, and pain tolerance, which I feel like goes towards your physical health. And skateboarding is also less dangerous than it seems. There was a study done with about 20 contact sports, and only 2% of the injuries came from skateboarding in those 20 contact sports, which skateboarding is often seen as pretty dangerous, a lot of injuries and such. But if you stay within your boundaries and only make smart decisions, then you should be perfectly fine. I've never broken a bone. I've sprained my ankle maybe twice, and that's pretty much the biggest injury I've gotten from skating, just because I know my limit and I don't try things that are way harder than the skill level I have. For example, I wasn't bombing humongous hills before I knew how to ride or was comfortable skating, and I haven't hit super big stair sets without being comfortable hitting smaller stair sets first. By hitting, I mean ollieing down or jumping down. Riding around burns lots of calories, especially if you're going uphill or pushing hard, which is often the case for if you're using skateboarding for transportation. Skateboarding is great. It's a great mode of transportation because it's faster than walking or jogging. It doesn't use fuel other than your own energy, so it's more environmentally friendly than motorized vehicles, and it's also safer than riding, easier and safer than riding a bike, because it takes up less space, it can be stored easier, and there's less equipment, no bike lock needed when you can just put the board underneath your desk. And it's also easier to get around people when you are completely sideways and take up about half as much space on the sidewalk, and there's less chance of hitting somebody that way. It's also easier to ride than a bike, and it's better to rely on yourself for braking when foot braking than relying on bike mechanics. Skateboarding also introduced me to other interests such as fashion, different style, which also introduced me to secondhand shopping and thrifting. It introduced me to it's the reason that I own a camera and love photography, videography, video editing, and it also introduced me to snowboarding. So concluding this speech, skateboarding benefits my life in many ways. It helps my social life with friendships and social media. It gives me cheaper, more environmentally friendly transportation, and it helps me live a healthier and happier lifestyle by boosting my mental and physical health and introducing me to other interests that I couldn't imagine my life without. So quickly, because I'm running over the time limit, I'm going to explain some tricks. So if you ride left foot forward, which I do, it's called regular riding, and if you ride right foot forward, it is called goofy. And if I were to do a trick, say a shove, with my left foot forward, that would be normal. But if I were to do it with my right foot forward, it would be considered switch. And some simple tricks to do would be a manual, or referred to as a mani, which is where you ride on your back two wheels. Obviously I don't have wheels on my carpet board. Or a nose mani, which is when you do the same thing but on the front two wheels.